What's going on? This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and this video is actually from you all. I put out there a request for you all to show me what gear y'all rocking with. Y'all basses, guitars, amps. If you play drums, that I kind of want to know what gear is out there, what gear works, and stuff like that. And I like to see what other rigs are being run out there, in the limited world, as it were. So I reached out and y'all sent it to my Instagram. So this is a compilation of a handful of regular people that gig or whatever, and they sent me their gear. So that's what this whole video is going to be about. Should be interesting. Roll an intro. So first one, swinging out the gate, got my man Andrew Man2. This is his Instagram handle. So when y'all see that, that's all their Instagram handles and stuff like that. If y'all wanted to go and check them out or follow them, give them a sub or whatever. But this cat, let's check him out. He looks like a T-Mobile shirt on. Got the blossoms popping off in the background. Homeboy right here looks like he's hella impressed with the bass, as am I. It's pretty dope. So yeah, man, it's pretty dope. Let's get on into the next one. All right, got Charles Asphodel. I believe this cat is from across the pond, I believe. So he's rocking with a Harley Benton. I have one of those. And pretty solid bass, double humbucker. Looks fairly standard. Very solid bass. I'm seeing some acoustics over here by the side and an electric guitar, and he's in a Marshall stack. I don't know if that's a bass stack or not, but I'm assuming he's a rock guy. That's what I'm gonna make the assumption. All right, coming in a second time. It's an interesting little collection, man. So he has the Harley Benton sticker, probably from that bass. And looks like he may have two other basses. So he has a 5-string and then what I think is a 4-string, because I only see one pickup here, but there is a switch here, so it could be the same bass. I may be mistaken, but he does play rock. Has the LTD joint here, Harley Benton pick set. He has a P bass somewhere, because I'm looking at this pick guard, which is pretty cool. What is this, Jim Hetty? I don't know what that is. And then it's looking like, I don't know what company that is, but this paint job is pretty different. Kick. My mom's watching this, so I can't really say what I want to. But that's pretty interesting. Got the LTD, I think that's an Explorer, and it has a pretty standard Strat. That's pretty cool. Interesting. All right, coming with a third time. So this is an interesting little situation. So it looked like it used to be a regular guitar, and he made it a short scale bass of sorts. So he got rid of the switch, and in its place, it looks like he kept the pickups that were there. I wonder what this thing sounds like. And then he chopped the neck off and then added a headless bridge down below so we can tune up or whatever. That's cool. It's pretty interesting. And it has to be lightweight, because I mean it's a guitar, and then it's missing a headstock, and it doesn't have all the guts or the electronics of what the guitar used to be. So that has got to be like a 6-pound short scale bass or junior bass. I don't know what you even call it. I don't even know what scale this is. But it looks pretty cool, man. I think he put like maybe a sticker inlay on that. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right, let's get to this next one. Oh, that's cute. Got the, I think like a Hello Kitty type of guitar situation going on right here. I like the stickers. That's a nice little touch. So I think the story behind this one is I think he found this at like a pawn shop or a garage sale or something like that. And he basically went and picked up this bass for dirt cheap, you know, and he was like, hey, it's a bass. I could love on it, do whatever I need to do to get it back right. And that's basically what he did. And I think the next picture is the finished product of what he did. So from last one to this one, the bridge is changed. Everything is cleaned up. Okay. The knobs here got switched out. So bridge is changed, knobs here. Obviously the pick guard, this leather pick guard, got some magic done on it. And this is a P bass, but it's in like that's not even a Thunderbird. It's almost like a P90 shroud. That's pretty wild. And then it has the block inlays. Let's go back. That was there before. He made them bigger. Interesting. Okay, so he really blacked it out. That's a cool idea. Okay. Said the tuning knobs, or not the tuning knobs. Wait. Yep, he actually did change the tuning pegs up top. Up here. It went from chrome, and then he carried that black hardware theme there. Has the black snark. Nice touch. And then he has the knobs. Burled knobs is black to match all the hardware and stuff. I like the little details, man. Like, this looks really crazy. And I think the story goes, his wife or girlfriend is the one that did this for him, which is also dope. That's pretty wild, actually. It looks good. I like it. Okay. So looks like it's a Fender standard jazz situation. I don't see anything special. It's not the Geddy Lee one. I think that's a Fender. I can't really see it. It's kind of the lights behind it, so I can't see it. But this cat has the Rumble 800 bass amp, like I do. I got mine back there. So he's doing it, like he's holding it down, and he has it on the push and stand, like the dolly or whatever. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. That's crazy. Then it's got Zabumafu. I think that's what his name is. I'm maybe dating myself at this present moment, but you know, that's pretty cool, dude. Oh, all right. So, Coupe Can is the daughter of who this bass belongs to. This bass, if this looks familiar to you, actually I have as well, and I put a kind of like a multi-turquoisey, spangly, sexy pick guard cover on it, or a pick guard cover on it to kind of make it pop a little bit. This cat went the opposite route. He blacked out the whole thing. He changed the strings, looks like, and then he painted the pick guard itself black, like a matte black, and then the screws on it are black as well. That's a nice touch. That's a really nice touch. And then behind it, looks like he has a Rumble 40 here. This is in New York. See the license plate and the team here, but I will not hold that against you much. But I do think that's a very solid, like Starbucks coffee shop type of setup. That's very solid. So I give you that, man. That's a nice little situation you got going there. This is also a dope thing that happened, right? So like, I started my own stuff. Y'all may see it down in the description below and stuff. You just click on the thing and check out all the stuff I got. But this cat actually picked up a hat from the shop, and it looks pretty good. Looks pretty dope. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So on Instagram, the lady Coupe Can His daughter was like, "Hey, my dad doesn't have an Instagram, but he wanted to put his stuff on there so he can be on your channel, or just so he can show you the stuff." And he thought enough of it to put the hat that he bought from the page and throw it on the base. Man, that's cool. And yeah, thank you, appreciate that. And it is a Rumble 40, so I called that one pretty right. So here we go. Origin story of Bully. My very first amp that I ever had, like practice amp, was this amp right here. I can't see it, but I know it's a Backstage Plus because everything that's there is everything I had whenever I was first starting up. So a young bull was playing the bass through basically a guitar amp. That's where I started. So me looking at this, there are a few things that I have to say. Number one, guitar player. See two acoustics. I see a lead, a BC. I'm assuming BC Rich. It looks like a Strat. And then he has a Dean bass, single humbucker. But what I want to draw attention to is the ingenuity of this young man or woman, person. This is a cardboard box. I don't need to buy no guitar stand. I'm gonna make this happen with this cardboard box. Ingenuity. Another thing that this says to me, this is a beginning guitar amp. This is also a beginning guitar amp. This is kind of like a coffee shop guitar amp. You can take it and gig with it. It's strong enough to do that, but it's not made for bass, quote unquote. But you can do small gigs with it. This tells me this cat is he wants it. He wants it. He wants to be good. I think one of these is electronic. This cat wants it. So I appreciate him dropping in and showing me his rig, because this is really this took me. I was like, what is that? That's a guitar rack out of cardboard, of all things. That's pretty ingenious. It's pretty ingenious. So kudos, is Bass Blues. That's pretty cool. Let's just take a second to just look at this thing. Leslie Wells, I'm going to assume, I'm not even going to make that assumption. I'm just going to talk about the entity Leslie Wells 4. Let's talk about what you got going here. You got 4 Hartkey high drive HX410, 4 Hartkey high drive subs sitting on top of a 115. Then you coming up for the head unit. It looks like a LH500 or so. I can't see that, but this is a Hartkey amp, and it's got the strength to overwhelm this. It's probably an 800 for what these can do. I'm gonna assume it's an 800. I'm gonna make that assumption. I don't know for sure because I can't see it that well, but this is fresh out the box. Look, ain't pulled the stickers off. It's still in the car. Oh yeah, this ain't even been, she ain't even cranked this yet. And I'm just talking about the rig. Okay, let's talk about this bass. This BTB right here, 6-string joint, got the noise strings popping off right here. I'm gonna make the assumption that this is a 3-band EQ. You got the volume and then the blend. I'm gonna say a 3-way switch and then an active passive. This string spacing is wider, so I'm gonna give it 18, possibly 19 millimeters. Oh, I'm not ready. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna say 18 millimeters here at the string spacing. Got the gold hardware burl top. Now I'm ready. That's just this one. This person has It's ringing bells now. I remember this person dropping in and saying, get this one rather than get this one. This one goes harder than this one does. This is a 7-string. I want to say it's like an NZ7000 or NB7000. Anyway, it's Toman Harley Benton bass, and it's a 7-string bass. Very basic setup, no pun intended. String spacing is fairly wide on this one as well, but I have large hands, so this is right up my wheelhouse. This one dwarfs this one, but the electronics on this one have to far surpass what this thing can do. That's just 2 of them. And it looks like it has an active passive switch, but I'm not sure. Anyway, then we get back over here. Now, I also want to draw attention that this is a very great day for this person. Reason why I say that is there's a tag on this bad boy, there's a tag on this bad boy, and there's a box in the background. One of these bad boys came up out of here. So this is a great day for Leslie Wells Ford. This is, yeah. And I'm gonna make the assumption that they can get down because this is a 6-string bass, 6-string, 7-string. There's some chords. I need to go do some research on your Instagram, see what you got going. But that's beautiful. I dig it. Oh, just in case you didn't know what this is a Sire M7. Has the traditional Sire preamp here with the volume master tone, works in passive and active. Has a blend control. Then comes the treble. Then there's mid and then mid frequency sweep and then bass. There's coil tapping for each one of these pickups, series, parallel, and single coil. And then that's for each one of these pickups. And then there's also an active passive switch. If I'm not mistaken, the treble works as a tone in passive mode, if I'm not mistaken. I also believe this is an 18 volt system. I think this is a 9 volt, and I think this is a 9 volt system. So a little bit more headroom with this one, which is probably why at the time she suggested that I go and check out this one. So yeah. Whew. Okay. So what this tells me is me just checking this out right here. This tells me homeboy got style and homeboy came to get down. Reason why. He looks like he has, okay, it's a rack setup, has a tuner up top, I believe. This is possibly a compressor, and I'm looking at a SVT Ampeg joint right here. He has an Ampeg going into what looks like 2 15s, maybe not, maybe 2 12s in a horn. I don't think they're 10s. I think that's a little bit too, I don't know. I want to say these are 2 12s. They might be 15s. I can't really tell from how tall it is. Maybe not. They might be 2 12s in a horn. Either way, this is a good time. All right, we checking out stuff in the background, parking for drummers only. Probably says something threatening about touching the drum kit. Nobody cares. And I think this is a, I don't know. I can't read that. Maybe a FGN? I don't know, but it looks nice, and I like the red strings. That's a nice touch. Yeah, man. Came to get down, and I can dig it. Same one. Sheesh. You just swapped it up. All right, dig it. So this is a whole system. So he has the power amplifier for what I assume is the PA system or whatever. And then maybe a conditioner and a compressor. It's looking like compressors all through there because these look like the same equipment. This is the power amplifier that just goes out and sends power. Got the mixer up top here. Again, I already did that layout. I don't know what this is down here. Maybe it's just a backlight, but I know that's an Ampeg SVT. I know that's set up anywhere. Compressor, tuner, rack power. You have 2 10s, but I cannot see what brand that is. I know you got SWRs and those are 15s. There's no mistaking that. Those are 15s. So the last one has to be 12s. Maybe 10s. I can't really tell. But they are not that. I know that. This looks close. Maybe. No, they look bigger. These are 12s. Final answer. And these are 2 10s. I think that's a horn. There's a horn there. Sheesh. This dude, yeah, he came to get down. I like this cat. I don't know who he is. This might be at a club. Like, this might be at like a little hole in the wall situation, or maybe downstairs, because you got the $2 bottles here. $2 bottles at a club. Then you got the Budweiser sign back here. Yeah. Maybe it's a home studio. I don't know. Oh, classy. All right. So what we're looking at is a Music Man, or maybe this is a Sterling by Music Man. Again, I can't see what this is. It looks like, let's just say Music Man, because that looks like a roasted neck. So got the double humbucker, traditional Music Man situation with the wheel at the bottom. Very nice bass, like the color on it. This is an easy breeze type of brother. Got the chair popped up right next to the Kickback 500. Like that. Looks like he's running this one there. And then on the back side, looks like he has a V7. It's not a vintage V7 because those normally come with the maple fingerboard. So I'm gonna say this is a normal V7, possibly second generation. Who knows? But this is a Sire Marcus Miller V7. Probably go with the Sire. And also, I wouldn't be tripping as much if something happened and I messed up something or broke a string on the Sire. But if something happened and my bass fell over and I brought my Music Man, I got the scrap and then I'm going to jail. You know, that's just how things have to be. Moving on. All right. So we have a nicely put together Gibson. I usually don't give any plaudits to this company. I've only had a limited amount of basses that have made me say, yeah. One of them was a Thunderbird. Not the 5-string version. I didn't really care for that one too much, but the 4-string Gothic one, it did it for me. But this actually is pretty interesting, and he's done some upgrades to it. And I know that because this is a Babbitt's bridge. So he could have possibly changed the bridge from the original, probably standard bridge or whatever, and then added this Babbitt's bridge right here. And I'm believing that this is a passive system. I do like how the horn is cut low, so it makes getting to these frets pretty easy. The only concern that I would have is this doesn't look like it's very deep. So I'm wondering if it neck dives at all. So that's the Gibson over here. I actually don't even know what this model is. So it's pretty interesting. And you have his rock bass. This is the bass that he probably plays out at gigs and has fun with. And then, you know, doesn't really care too much. I know that by all of the stickers, Get to the Chopper, and it's a raccoon. And Pokemon, I think this is Psyduck right here. What would bass do? I don't know. This from Madagascar. I can't really tell what all these figures are. I feel like this is from Avatar, and then this is Adventure Time. And this bass itself is a Talman. It's a stack knob. So a Talman 101 TMB 100. I think it's a TMB 100 because I think the TMB 30 is the passive one, possibly. Not really sure. No, it's an Ibanez Talman. I've had 2 in my lifetime. So this headstock, I'll always know what that headstock's talking about. And then the body style is kind of Jaguar-esque. It's a very solid bass. Yeah, this isn't the 500 or the 300 because there's no switch right here. And it's looking at 2-band preamp-ish with a blend type situation going on. So yeah, this is the fun bass, and then this is the bass. So this would be in the club, this would be at church for me. Joe Corner 01. All right, I think we have another Ibanez 300. Again, solid bass. I think Soundgear 305 or something like that. Very solid bass. 3-band EQ. You have volume and then a blend knob, and I think a frequency switch here, or maybe it's active passive. I don't know, but it's a solid bass. I played a few, and I've owned the bigger brother of this bass, and they feel identical. Just the quality of product or the quality of equipment is a little bit better with the upgraded 500 version and stuff like that. So nice bass. All right, so I'm looking at this, and I know just from this headstock, this is a Glary bass, and some upgrade work has been done to it. I don't know if he swapped the pickups, but this is definitely a changed out bridge. Very nice, very sleek. Added in this little design. That's pretty dope. And also, I believe, yep, the screws here are painted, all except for the control plate. Very, solid. It's what I would do as far as upgrade go. Get it aesthetically where you want it to be, and then keep it play. I like it. I like the direction you took on this one. All right. So this is the 500. So this is the upper brother of the TMB or the 300. Really can't, I don't know, between the two. But these have the Nordstrands in there. Still standard here. I think it's 2-band preamp here. And I think there's a switch there. I can't really tell because, tortoise pick guard or whatever. But yeah, I think this is the big brother, and this is a nice color. I like how the headstock matches. That's a nice look. So good bass. Dope. All right. This is another Glary. I remember putting this on there, so I seen it. I think the story on this one is he's seen my channel, like a lot of people that are there, and they were like, hey, I want a bass, and I, kind of making my own. So how would I go about doing that? So what he did was he took the original strings on it and then swapped them over to the black ones. Okay. And then he took the screws and then painted all those bad boys white, which is a cool idea. I didn't think of that. And then he swapped out these chrome knobs with these white knobs, which is also pretty cool. I haven't seen white knobs out there, so that's also pretty dope. So that's the before, and here is the after. Nice. Let's see. That is it, man. That is it. So do want to take the time to say thank you to everybody that actually sent in some stuff. I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed looking at all your basses and kind of getting to know the instruments that represent the bass player, because that's really what it is. You are what you play for the most part. So I appreciate y'all actually sending that stuff into my Instagram. Thank you so much. If you do not know my Instagram, check the description. All my information is there. Everything from the shop information, you can pick up some merchandise or whatever, or follow me on Facebook, Bully the Kid, Instagram, same handle. all that good stuff. I want to thank y'all for letting me do this and have this great a year. And again, looking forward to what 2022 is going to actually bring. So thank y'all for watching for as long as you did. Till next time, I've been Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all be easy.